Hello everyone, it is April 15th, 2026 and we're out today on a storm chase. As a matter of fact, this is the first proper setup of the season. Beforehand you've been seeing a few clips from me with some of the cold air masses we've had over the last couple of months, and that's been the theme for a long time, cold air. But today is different. This is the first legit setup of the season, which is still quite early in Northern Ireland. What we have an overnight front passing through, bringing a lot of rain there, and behind it today we have a brief clearance. Then a cold front come up this morning. The cold front is starting to break up now, some residual rain, and hopefully that allows some solar heating in. The air mass behind this cold front is very moist and warm, coming up from the southwest, and we have a trough later behind that. Upper air temperatures are about minus 30 degrees or lower, so we have that cool pool aloft over a good portion of Ireland. We also have, for a time, a period of very good 0 to 6 kilometre shear in the 20 to 30 knot plus range, which is sufficient for multicell storms. Now this shear in the north weakens later, but there's still about 10 or 20 knots at the low levels in some places. But the Cape is visible or is present all day long. Models vary between averaging about 600 kg of Cape, with pockets of up to 800 and even some small areas over 1,000 Cape, so that's quite significant for this time of year in Ireland. So the area of interest at the minute, there's a lot of showers in the radar away in the Republic of Ireland. There's no sparks yet over the country, although there were some off the south coast this morning. But this area of rain, which to me looks messy at the minute, but hopefully it'll become more organised later. This rain is coming up the country and the southerly flows, and then we're hoping it's going to encounter these pockets of warmer air and generate convection, and we'll get some storms. Some of the models are very keen on thunderstorms today. As a matter of fact, it's difficult to choose a target area, to be honest, because the whole country, specifically Northern Ireland, looks pretty decent. Hope you can hear me over this river. That's from the overnight rainfall. I'm currently on near the Omagh Road outside Cookstown. And based on the models, actually, my game plan today is to target the area between Cookstown and Omagh. So I possibly could end up at Begmo Stone Circles, or maybe end up in Omagh town itself, or around the outskirts, somewhere in that area we can get a view of the countryside. Stick around to mid to late afternoon, and then I'll head back home after that, because all the storms will probably move northeast then. I won't be able to catch up to them after that, very unlikely anyway. So my main target today is early to mid-afternoon, late afternoon period in the Mid-Ulster area in County Tyrone. That's my target area. Hoping to see something, a few rumbles, sparks, preferably a gust front or a shelf or some kind of structure. So hopefully we get a nice multi-cell cluster. So I'll update you later. And Ella's coming along today too, aren't you, Ella? So this will be a good test for Ella. She's never heard thunder before, so I hope she's not going to be too scared and gets used to it. Okay, Ella, let's go. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, I just got a walk in there with Ella. A few supplies with me today: camera bag, 2 cameras, lenses all in there. I have my tripods under the coats, drone bag, 4 batteries. I brought my Blue Yeti charger, portable charging device, so I can recharge my drone batteries if needs be. And I have, appropriate cables for the drone, flask of hot water for tea, water supply for Ella, sorry, and I have food for Ella and some snacks for myself. Long lens over there, and there's Ella. Yeah. Right, Ella, you ready for your first warm season chase? Okay. Okay, I forgot to mention there's also a slight chance of funnel clouds and weak tornadoes today too, due to the low cloud base level and that low level shear. That's something that's been mentioned in some of the forecasts online, so we're going to be keeping an eye out for that too. But at the minute, this is starting to warm up again. It went from 8 degrees to 12 degrees. We're hoping to get a bit warmer later. The sky definitely is lower compared to what we've seen recently, as the moisture increases behind this front. That's a good thing, plenty of moisture for storms to feed off. I would like to see some more blue skies and a bit of solar heating though, so at the moment I don't know what I'm going to do next. If I'm going to head to Begmore or just head straight to Omagh, I'll just go by my instincts, but I'll fill you in when we get there. Okay, it's a quarter to 12. I punched through a lot of heavy rain here at the back of the front. That's the way in the distance now. I'm starting to get convection going up here. I've entered the area, blue skies and sunshine. We've got a long row of big cumulus here at the Omagh direction ahead of me to the west. It's going the whole way across into the Northern Sperrins. Nothing big enough to turn into a storm yet, but it's trying. At least the sun's out. When I was driving along there, I seen quite a long base going the whole way underneath that. The base looked quite good in the distance. Makes me wonder about potential shelf cloud potential later. But nice bit of sunshine here. The gorse bushes are out, which is a sign of spring storm chasing here in Northern Ireland, in my opinion. And with the birds singing, and we got sunshine. That's a start anyway. This sail is actually coming my way. It's going to pass to the right of me in the southwest flow. I'll keep an eye on it from here. Again, the tops just aren't quite cold enough yet. You can still see they're struggling. But we've got minus 30 or lower air coming in by the early afternoon, which could be any time in the next couple of hours. So hopefully that'll make a big difference pretty quickly. We'll get rapid growth. As long as the solar heating stays with us, we should be good. Actually, it has a good low base on it, that convection. Strong precip to the right. It's already showing very healthy signs of being sheared, even though the tops aren't there yet. The base definitely is. Hope we can pull it over down here for a look. I want to watch the back of this base just in case. Although it could end up on the rain the way things are going here. Oh, swear some rotation there. Way to the left. Okay, that's the base now. It's moving left or right. On the way down there, I could swear some rotation on this side here, but not at the moment. There's plenty of precipitation way in the background behind it here and vented forward here below level shear. Hints of blue sky off the distances gap coming up hopefully. So we definitely need this heating to help. I'm in the super wide angle phone camera here. Having a little snack. A bar of chocolate, cup of tea. It's just after midday now. That long big shower I was filming there with the base is passing by to my right. Way behind it I see more precip way off the distance, probably from the Fermanagh area and possibly coming up. There's blue sky behind it in the pockets, which I'd like to see. But so far from the convection I'm seeing, they don't seem to be doing anything. The models were showing potential storms developing around this time in this general area, but there's definitely no storms there yet. I do see convection, but the tops seem not high enough and not quite cold enough yet. But judging by the fact I'm in this area that has pockets of solar heating and lines of Q going by compared to where I was at earlier, could be a visual indication from nature that this is the area to be later. So I'm currently parked at the turnoff on the Omagh Road outside Omagh towards Lake McCrory. Oh, I see tires now. Actually, that cell I was filming with the base has fairly decent tires in it. I just got a break in the cloud there, so it wasn't as small as I thought. So that is definitely a legit cell. It was definitely sheared there. The base was well separated for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to possibly sit my ground here. I don't know if I'll go into Omagh or not. I don't want to go too far west, but I can see the sky well from here and adjust accordingly if needs to be. There's a text message there. Somebody probably tipped me off to something. Still getting glimpses here of the tires above. Okay. New developments. Just got a text message here from Colleen. And she's saying sparks below the border. I'm not sure whereabouts below the border, but this is the convection I'm watching coming into view. That possibly is below the border from Anna area. And that there may be it. It may be producing, and there's hailstones following to the right here. So I'm in a pretty decent position for this coming up. Yeah, it looks like a big cell for sure there. And it's coming in this general direction, more or less. So I'm going to make a play on this one. Just going to sit tight and watch it approach and see what it does, if there's any structure on it. Okay. Okay, that's the cell Colleen's talking about. It's coming in pretty fast. Looks like a multi-cell. You can see some wispy tops on it from an old anvil. It's still miles away. See, it's gone up in this southwest northeast line here, just like the other one did. So I probably should have a good enough view of it. Structure wise, at the moment, nothing really to talk about. See a bit of a base down here, and out the back end, the flanking area is always the area I'm interested in. There's a lot of precip coming along it now, so I don't know if it's a legit multi-cell, but it's certainly a hell of a big cluster anyway. You can see the tops coming out back here. Another one developing out this direction. At the moment, this looks to be the main play of the day so far. Okay, it's now 20 to 1. I've actually relocated position. That cell coming up actually got pretty big. Nice dark blue rain core on it. I've set it to back up a bit more eastward. I'm now located back at Ann Craigan here between Cookstown and Omagh. Chatting with Nigel McFarlane there on the phone. He was watching radar. That cell had a white core on it, but it eventually died, so it seems to be sort of waxing and waning in activity. But there's been no more sparks since. So I've got ahead of it here. I went for the shower to pass, and then I'll get a look at the base in front of it, see if there's anything of interest. But if I don't see anything here soon, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to go back to Omagh or should I head east to the Lough Neagh area. I'll give it a bit more time and see. But so far, very few sparks, if any, in the north so far that I'm aware of. And it's 1:45, so we kind of need things to happen pretty soon. Okay, I had the drone up there very quickly and I had to bring it back down. The rain got it, but there's definitely a huge cluster coming in here. That one from the border seems to be making a slight attempt at a shelf on the leading edge of it, but I have a big shower in front of it here getting in the way. I'm tempted to shoot east and get ahead of it more. I thought I heard a rumble when it was in the air there, but I couldn't be sure. Okay, I'm just on further down the Omagh Road near Kildress on the Cookstown side. That cell with the borders crossing the entire sky. It looks a lot darker in this direction to the south. Again, it's raining on me at the minute. I don't know if I can get the drone up or not. Okay, it's now 20 past 1. This cluster from the border is now getting over the top of me. Got a whale's mouth on it, nothing spectacular, no big. We could definitely got a mix of rain and hail and outflow winds from it. Good girl. Good girl. Girl. Good gear. Okay, it's now 2:30 and I've done a lot of shucking and jiving, as they say. A big cluster. I was filming outside Omagh there on the phone. I raced east of it to get ahead and pulled over between Cookstown and Omagh. A big cluster passed over. You'll see clips of it there in the video. But nothing, no thunder or lightning at all. But I got a report of lightning up the east side of it near Strabane area, or the east of Strabane, from the same cluster from the northern sector of it. It did produce lightning, but I didn't see or hear anything. And also the structure was very poor, nothing remarkable at all. Wasn't impressed, so I didn't know what to do after that. So I hung around the area, and I've seen some big anvils and updrafts away to the southwest. So I drove from Begmore back to the east side of Omagh, and I got an R cell coming in from that direction, which is probably the nicest one of the day. You just watch the drone footage of that one. were some decent updrafts on the leading edge of that, pretty high up overhead. But I don't even know if it rumbled. I didn't hear thunder or see any lightning at all, which is strange for a day, such a highly ramped day. I don't get it at all. But that was okay looking anyway. Got a bit of drone footage and a few aerial stills of that. And then I overran it. I got ahead of it, and now it's overtaking me again. It seems to be going quiet. A bit of a weak whale's mouth under it here now. Rain's about to hit. There's the rain now. So, quite disappointing so far. I haven't got anything really photogenic I'm happy with. I've done a lot of driving back and forth over that Cookstown Omagh road. I kind of, with my tail between my legs, I don't really know what to be going after. The models are still showing this area up to about 4 o'clock having potential. So I just don't know what to do. I'm tempted to head to Loch Ness. I don't know why, I just have this feeling about the east. Again, it's just instinct and not based on anything. Hello, Ella. And Ella was a bit scared, more so of the rain hitting the window really loudly. But other than that, she's good. Here, Ella. Here, I got that. Just feeding her here now. So what to do? I have no idea. I'm not liking the way this day is going. Was it 2:30? The better energy, I'll be starting to move northeast across Northern Ireland into the Antrim side, Ballymoney, Ballymena, Loch Ness, in the next few hours and into the late afternoon, early evening. So I'm tempted to head to Loch Ness and just watching these sails pass over that direction. But I'll need to do it soon if I'm going to do it in case I get stuck in traffic. Or do I stay here as the models showed some sails still about in the mid-afternoon and try to get those? There's the rain now. Anyway, whatever I do, you'll see it. Okay, just arrived at Ballyronan Marina here now. Distant sail, County Armagh, moving up the east side of the loch. Here, just watching the back end of her for funnels. Gust front passing over here. Get close back. Pretty good core in there, to be honest. Whoa, lightning! Yep. Yeah, like good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's a girl. Good girl. You're a good girl. Okay, we just had thunder. First thunder of the day, would you believe it? I've heard. Pretty heavy out of the lock there, that's for sure. That end. Unbelievable.
Did you get it on the camera?
No, I got the thunder. I don't know if I got the flash. Looks like a bit of hail in the background maybe coming there.
Give me a run for cover here.
Yeah, we could get another flash any minute. Scared. Scared. Well, that was the first thunder I heard all day, would you believe? Chasing all around the country, even though there were storms, I never heard anything from them. Then I come to Ballyronan Marina, gust front passes over and a rumble of thunder. That was nice. That's the first thunder I've heard since September 2025. So that's the season underway now for me. It's been broken in. I just met John O'Neill there, a photographer. He's watching the sky here too, and Colleen says she's going to arrive, Colleen Webb. So we're probably going to spend a little while here at Ballyronan, hoping we'll get an hour sail or two before the day's over. But that was a nice sail away over the Antrim side of the loch, away in the distance. If we could get something to get a bit closer, it would be nice. A chance of funnel clouds. But the low level this year is gone, and that's why there hasn't been much activity. The outflow from one cell is triggering another one, and eventually one of them pops through and produces a few spherics, and then it goes quiet again. So it's kind of that situation at the minute. Got blue sky coming in here. I'm going to check the back end of this just to see if there's any rainbows or anything of interest. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I just had a lovely sail pass here. That actual line went across. It was just a rumble of thunder. It's moved off into the northeast, but behind it is a lovely updraft anvil flanking line. It's turning a bit soft now, but it was quite photogenic over Loch Ness here at Ballyronan Marina. And the other side of it is Mamatis. Ella! Go super wide angle here, do you see this? Ella? Stay close, pet. Okay, so we're now back to sunshine, blue skies, some small convection developing. We're hoping something else will move up later along the east or west side of the loch. I'm here at the minute with John O'Neill, photographer John O'Neill. He's out storm chasing, storm photography today. And Colleen's here too. Hi. How you doing, Colleen?
Doing good, how are you?
Storm chasing straight after work?
Yeah, game on.
Good stuff. So we're just waiting around enjoying the heat and seeing what else develops. Okay, we've some congestion over the far side of the loch here on the Antrim side. Keeping an eye on a precip breaking out. We have a line coming up the whole way from the Republic of Ireland. That's it off in the distance there, going the whole way back. We don't know if it's going to spark or not. It doesn't look particularly structure good, but we're going to wait and see what it does, then check the back end of it as well. Zoom into that. That's just broke out precip rapidly.
See that?
Yeah. Ella's got her first thunder of the day. She was scared of the rain earlier, the noise it was making in the van, but she heard her first thunder and she handled it pretty well. Aren't you a good girl, Ella, aren't you? Oh, you're a good girl. You're a good girl, aren't you? Okay, it's now 10 to 6. The line has come up here. It's got red cores on the leading edge of it. Some real big precipitation cores there. We're quite cool to look at. Real mean dark sky. It hasn't rumbled in this end, even though it looked the part. There's a cell to the southeast of the line over County Down area, and it was producing lightning on a nice individual cell. It looked really, really good. So we're letting this rain pass here, and then we're going to see if there's anything in the back end of it. Any updrafts or flanking lines, funnels, anything like that, or rainbows, anything photogenic. So all good. Earlier on was quite a slog trying to get anything cool, but never made the decision to go to Ballyronan. It was the right decision. Getting a lightning, in-cloud lightning and rumble of thunder. It was my first thunder. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, first thunder since September last year. So that was really cool. Enjoyed that. Ella's first thunder too. And the sail was nice. That never had cleared through. The back end of it had a lovely updraft going up into the anvil and some flanking towers and full sunshine, blue sky over the water. The flies were buzzing, the ducks were quacking. It was nice sunshine, nice and warm. Felt more like a storm day, like it should do. So anyway, if anything happens to the back end of this, I'll get shots. If not, then this will be the end of the vlog. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. The line's just passed. Instability's starting to wane a little bit. And we've got a nice rainbow at the back end of the convective line. It's been an interesting day. It's been a challenging day, frustrating at times, but got rewarded at the end here at Ballyronan. It's good to be out in nature.